Friday is going to be an off day. It will be perhaps the lull before the storm. India versus Pakistan on Saturday at the very stadium that we saw action today, the Pallekele International Stadium. The third match of the Asia Cup, Pakistan versus India. Pakistan playing their second game. They completely brushed aside Nepal in their opening game. A massive win for them. India will have to hit the ground running because Shaheen Shah Afridi is in the mood, Zach.
Well, the pace battery of Pakistan, I would say, and add Shadab to that. So the bowling lineup has looked good. Yep. They've been very consistent in this format. Also, they've been winning more matches than not. So that is something which is going for them. It is definitely going to be a great encounter. But the good thing with the India-Pakistan games for both the teams, as team management, you don't have to do much. Everyone is up for the game. Everyone is looking forward to the occasion. It's an experience to play these kind of games. So I think for the guys who have not been part of these battles, for them it's going to be a very exciting one. It's going to be some nervousness also from both sides, but it's also a very exciting and a memorable occasion for both the team players.
And Pakistan won't be lulled into believing that this opposition is going to be anywhere close to what they got yesterday.
I have 3 letters for you. B-I-B. Bumrah is back.
Yes!
Bumrah is back. This is a very different opposition. This is a very different Indian team also because Bumrah, Shami, all these guys returning. This is also, yes, Shaheen Shah Afridi and all are great bowlers, but just look at the bowling attack that you have on our side. Bumrah, Shami, Siraj, Kuldeep, perhaps Ravindra Jadeja, Hardik Pandya to follow up. You have a very potent bowling attack as well. Pakistan top 3 is a good top 3. And look, Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli, Shubman Gill, these are really class batsmen. Suryakumar has not really had the last few one-day internationals the way you'd want him to have. But this is an extremely strong side as well. This is the side we are taking in for the World Cup. Almost all the players from the World Cup squad will come from here.
KL Rahul will not be available for the first 2 games. He's being serviced at this moment by the NCA in Bengaluru. He will join the team after the first 2 games are played for the Super Fours. This game and therefore is very important for someone like Ishan Kishan as well because he's not a certainty for the World Cup.
Yeah, Ishan Kishan and Shreyas Iyer, I would say. He's also making his comeback. Bumrah, we've seen what he has done in Ireland. Prasidh Krishna was also there. So the injury list which was there at NCA now, taking the field for India is basically ticking those boxes. So from that point of view, Shreyas Iyer, it's a big day for him. When he's playing this game, there will be a lot of pressure on him also. And for Ishan Kishan, I think he will be batting out of position for him. So that how he adapts is going to be the crucial factor which everyone will be keeping an eye on.
Yep.
Because that's the interesting thing that Ishan Kishan, if they, I would like that they play it. Let him play out of position, then move the entire team around like a chessboard. You know what I'm saying? That if we are saying that our World Cup opening combination is Rohit and Shubman, let's not change that because Ishan Kishan is playing and Ishan Kishan is better off at opening than at 4. So if he plays out of, I'd rather he play out of position for this match and maybe KL Rahul gets a chance.
But also to a certain degree, I would say that he's almost going to make it to the World Cup squad because he's going to provide that flexibility as well. That flexibility is going to be very important. You only have 15 spots there going in the World Cup. So you got to be smart in picking up those 15-member squad and to cover all the bases. So Ishan Kishan is going to have that double advantage of wicket keeping and also providing that crucial backup to the top order. So something happens to the top order, if anyone is going to miss any of the games because of any reasons, the injury or whatsoever, then you have that spot to be filled. So Ishan Kishan is good with that because he's going to provide that. He scored a double 100, mind you, and Shubman also. Then basically the management decided that Shubman is going to be our opener, and then he responded to that call brilliantly with a double 100.
Yep.
So I think these guys
and then got dropped the next game, I think.
Yeah. So so all those things. So you kind of see the leading up, and you would expect that consistency from the management. As long as they're consistent, the think tank, then that's what you want to see from outside. So looking at all those things, I think Ishan Kishan will be there.
From a selector's point of view, for Rahul Dravid, for Ajit Agarkar and for Rohit Sharma, how crucial is this Saturday going to be? Is it going to give them enough clues and cues on where things are headed?
I don't think so. I don't think they're going to play this tournament, they're going to play it through, they're going to play this thing. But my point is, say somebody like a Suryakumar Yadav, okay? I look at it from a totally different angle. Let me put you in a situation. If you were the Pakistan coach or if you the Australian coach, would you rather see Suryakumar Yadav playing against you or not? And I promise you that most opposition would look at it and say, I don't want this guy. If they don't play this guy, because the upside that Suryakumar Yadav gives you is very high. There could be a downside. He could get out cheap. But if he gets going, the upside is very high. Very high upside players you have to find a way to accommodate them because they are very special talents. So I think that's one thing you look at. Secondly, I think now our team for the World Cup, I feel, is set barring injury. The way they're looking at it is saying, we want to win this tournament. I don't think we're playing this tournament just as a tournament just to play. And I think what we are trying to do is say, settle into your positions. It's not that are you going to play or not going to play, settle in, get used to playing here, get used to opening, get used to playing together, get used to sharing the new ball. Shiraj, you're not going to get the new ball, you're going to get it after Shami is. Or Shami, you're going to come in first change, Shiraj is going to get the new ball. Get used to playing because you are the guys who are going to play the World Cup. I don't think the chopping and changing, they want to even think about. You don't want players so early to be topping and thinking of chopping and changing.
Now that we've discussed the Indian batting conundrum threadbare, how about we get Zaheer Khan and Joy Bhattacharjya to give us their playing 11, their India playing 11 for this opening game against Pakistan. Let's take a look at the India squad. And Zaheer bhai, who are your 11?
Well, we'll start from the bowlers. I would love to see Bumrah, Shami and Siraj playing together. That is going to be a good attack, and you're going to have Ravindra Jadeja as a spinner along with Kuldeep is what you're expecting. Hardik is going to be very crucial with his overs and batting at number 6. And Shreyas is someone who everyone will be looking at very closely. And the top 3 are going to be the same, right? So top 4 there, I think are going to be the 4 with Hardik at number 6. So you still have that number 5 spot to be open, and I think you will need a wicket keeper. So I think it's going to go to Ishan Kishan. He will be batting out of position, but that's something which you'll see on the day.
So for you,
exactly the same. I mean, I would have liked to see Suryakumar Yadav play, but how can you do it? If you're going to test Shreyas out at 4, okay, you're left without a keeper. So you have to play Ishan at 5. Whether you bat him at 5 or you have to bat Shreyas at 4 because that's where you want him to bat in the tournament. So you bat Ishan at 5 and then you have no choice because Hardik has to be tried out, Jadeja has to be tried out, and you have 3 fast bowlers. Kuldeep is our lead spinner at this point in time. But you have to give our 3 fast bowlers a chance to bowl together.
Batting ends at 7 with this combination. Batting ends at 7 with Jadeja. That's okay?
It doesn't end.
Well, I mean... with due respect to the others.
Bumrah has scored 35 runs.
You have Bumrah contributing, you have Shami contributing, Kuldeep also can bat. So it's just about how you look at things.
Right. About Pakistan, though we sometimes get too carried away with the India conversation. But Shaheen Shafridi did go off the field. When he walked off, he looked slightly uncomfortable. Do they play safe given that there's a big World Cup coming up? Do they bring in Mohammad Wasim Jr.? That's the other option they have. Do they look at an extra spinner? What do they do, Joy, for you?
I don't think they change very much. If Shaheen Shafridi is not fit, I completely agree with you. They'll go with Mohammad Wasim Jr. There's nothing else because again, they finally hit upon a batting side that actually gives them consistency. Babar, Fakar, Imamul Haq, that top 3 is so good for them. Then you have Rizwan, and the all-rounders that they have with Shadab Khan out there. So there's so much that they have in terms of variety in this team that I don't think they need to change. And again, they have a different formula. They go with their 3 really 2 all-rounder spinners plus a couple more support spinners and 3 really good fast bowlers.
Yes,
that's their formula.
Yeah.
But remember, they have at any time, they have 7 options really in bowling. And if you look at us, we probably have 6 options because you're looking at those 4 bowlers plus Hardik plus Ravindra Jadeja. So they probably have 1 more option, but that's because they just play more all-rounders than we do.
Same 11 views at Pakistan?
Yeah, I think, if there is a forced change, then you don't have any control over. But other than that, I think the side which they played, which is the best side, they would want to play the best side against India. And that was the best side which they played.